You know, if you're looking to get your life on track, get motivated, maybe reach your goals, we have some great advice. 12 of the best ideas for being successful are in a brand new book called The Gift. And tonight we're really excited because the author, Dr. Shad Helmstetter, is going to be sharing his ideas at a workshop, and it's absolutely free. And he stopped by to talk with us this morning. It's great to see you.
Good morning.
I've so enjoyed talking to you about this book, The Gift. Just give us kind of an overview of what the purpose is here, what you're doing.
Well, after writing in the field of personal growth for a couple of decades, I thought it was about time that somebody took the best of the best ideas and put them together in one book. We don't have a lot of time to read. And so that's what I've done. I'd written other books in the past, but this is my favorite.
And I love this book. It's got such good advice. You've been on Oprah, you've been in CNN, a lot of places, and you talk to huge groups of people all over the country. But you really break it down into some things that we can do. You have a list of questions that we can ask ourselves. Talk a little bit about that.
Well, there are some things that all of us do every day that kind of hold us down or keep us back. A lot of that has to do with the programs that we got when we were growing up, and those programs we got from our parents and people who loved us. Some of those were negative programs, and so we end up living out the programs that we got. And our self-talk is that's how we live through our day. That's how we get our attitude, and that's how we deal with things every day. And by changing some of those things, I know it sounds simple to change your self-talk and you'll have a better life, but the fact is that's what determines what you think and how you feel and what you do every day.
You and I were talking before the show that a lot of times you run into people that you think are kind of negative people, and you're saying really it's about that self-talk, that you have to start talking to yourself more positively, and also who you surround yourself with.
Yes, and people who think negatively and talk negative end up attracting other people the same way, of the same kind.
Yeah.
So the more positive, not Pollyanna positive, but the more positive you are, the more you will attract other more positive people around you, and that creates an upward cycle. And we can all feel it. We meet people at work who are negative, negatoids, and we meet other people who are the positive kind. I choose to, and I suggest that people choose to spend their life with the most positive people they can around them. You'll always end up becoming most like the people you spend most of your time with.
Right.
Yeah.
And you also talk about it's really about making the small changes in our lives, right?
Yes.
That over time, doing it over and over again.
Yes. We learned over the past years of personal growth that these huge major changes that you're supposed to experience, those don't last. It's when you do some very simple things, set goals, not just the 20-year, 10-year goals, but when you set goals for this week, when you have action steps that you can follow, when you have somebody who can help you. By the way, the worst part of self-help is the word self. When you can get somebody else to kind of coach and help you along, when you're mentored. It's taking simple steps, doing simple things that give you the best future, and it happens every day. You can do it every day. And
you actually talk about a particular company, Arbonne, in this book, because it's really important because so much time at our office and at work that you try to get into a positive company, right? I wanted to find an example of an organization that actually applies the best tools of personal growth, which are the gifts, and I found this amazing organization. I'm not connected with them myself, but I use them as an example because they're a perfect example of the kind of organization that practices personal growth and teaches it to their people, and the result of that is they're amazing people. Those are the kind of people that I think our moms wanted us to hang around with. And you also say, as you had mentioned, getting that person that you trust, that's close to you, who will be honest with you about what you're doing, right? Yes, when you can get somebody who believes in the best about you and is willing to talk with you about that. Sometimes we call that a mentor, or sometimes we call it a coach, but it's really just somebody who cares about you enough to say, you know, you are good, you can do it, let's go for it. Yeah. Well, it's a wonderful, interesting book, and I so appreciate you coming in today. Thank you.